When we were young, Cuban surfers would turn school desks into surfboards to ride the waves. That time has long since gone. Now the surfers have proper equipment and acceptance among the people. The Olympic Committee's decision to include surfing as an Olympic sport has also helped Cuban surfers to overcome police harassment in the communist-ruled nation.
Surfing enthusiasts stroll around the streets in the fishing community of Santa Fe to the west of Havana with their surfboards in tow. These streets are what separate them from the sea. They are always on the lookout for weather patterns that bring high tides.
Here, generally speaking, we depend 100% on weather events such as cold fronts and hurricanes, which are the ones that cause the swell here. So that is why the season begins in the winter, when the cold fronts that bring the swell start to come in.
Their main amusement spot is the ruins of an old rock pool. Allegedly, the pool once belonged to a bourgeois owner called Antolin. This was before the 1959 revolution brought Fidel Castro to power. This area has now become a promontory which is used by surfers to launch themselves into the water. Surfing reminds them of their childhood and the journey that has gotten them here.
I have been surfing for a long time. We started with a playbow from a table. We modified it and made some fins and surfed any wave and so on until I got my board when I was 29 years old.
Surfing was not always a respected sport in the country. Some even say that their boards were confiscated. Others say that they had to swim away from the police. But things are starting to look up. And that is because surfing made its Olympic debut at the Tokyo Games in 2021. And since then, Cuba's authorities have started recognizing it as a sport.
It wasn't really underground. What happened is that the sport was practiced and it didn't really receive any attention from the National Institute. The sports system, that is the Cuban Ministry of Sport, which is not new either, has already taken steps towards the recognition and possible development of surfing.
Since last year, Inder has been in contact with the International Surfing Association. They have also made plans to welcome a delegation from the global governing body in the coming months. Cuba is now firm in its intent to support the sport. Bureau Report, WION World is One.